Hello students, as we have completed part 1 of the lesson Bipin Chowdhury's Lapse of Memory written by Satyajit Ray, we will do part 2 in this video. Before we do part 2, let us quickly recap part 1. Bipin Chowdhury was a regular visitor at Kali Charan's bookshop in the New Market. When he was in the shop, he had a strange feeling that someone was observing him closely. He turned round and found a meek-looking person who broke into a smile. The man was surprised as Bipin Babu had not recognized him. He told Bipin Babu that he had been with him for a week when he visited Ranchi in the year 1958. The man called himself as Parimal Ghosh. Bipin Babu thought he was mistaken as he had never been to Ranchi. He told him, but Ghosh looked at him in utter disbelief. Ghosh narrated, that is, Parimal Ghosh narrated the incidents of his Ranchi trip in detail. He told Bipin Babu how he had injured his knee in Hudro Falls. Ghosh helped him with iodine. Bipin Chowdhury had stayed in a hired bungalow where Mukherjee remained with his sister. He even reminded Bipin Babu that he always carried a bag with his book on a sightseeing trip. Now Bipin Babu asked Parimal Ghosh uh, which month it was, that is when he stayed in Ranchi. Then Parimal Ghosh replied that it was October. Now Bipin Babu said that in October in the year 1958 he was with his friend at Kanpur. Now Parimal Ghosh did not give in. That means he did not give in. That is, he did not stop saying or recollecting or reminding all the things which happened in Ranchi trip. He told Bipin Babu how he had one day spoken about his lonely life. Bipin Babu had then spoken about his dead wife and the only brother who died insane. Bipin Babu felt that while he stepped out, Ghosh was still looking at him in utter disbelief. So now here ends the story of this Bipin Chowdhury's Lapse of Memory part 1. Now let us move on to part 2. Bipin Babu's car was safely parked in Bertram Street by the Lighthouse Cinema. He told the driver as he got into the car, "Just drive by the Ganga. Will you, Sitaram?" Driving up the Strand Road, Bipin Babu regretted having paid so much attention to the intruder. He had never been to Ranchi. So here regretted means felt very sorry, and intruder is the person who disturbs. He had never been to Ranchi. No question about it. It was inconceivable that he should forget such an incident which took place only 6 or 7 years ago. So here inconceivable means unbelievable. He had an excellent memory unless Bipin Babu's head reeled. So here Bipin Babu he got into the car that was parked in Bertram Street near Lighthouse Cinema. Bipin Babu asked his driver Sitaram to drive by the Ganga. The driver rode up to the Strand Road. Bipin Babu felt regretted as he gave much attention to the intruder. So here the intruder is the man or this Parimal Ghosh who was disturbing his mind, isn't it? Bipin Babu knew that he had never been to Ranchi and he was very sure about it. It was unbelievable for him to forget about such an incident which took place only 6 or 7 years ago. Bipin Babu, he had an excellent memory and had no question about it or no doubt about it. That is, it means that he was very sure that he did not go to Ranchi. Thinking about the incident continuously, he was shocked and confused. That is, his head reeled. Okay. Was he losing his mind? But how could that be? He was working daily in his office. It was a big firm and he was doing a responsible job. He wasn't aware of anything ever going seriously wrong. Only today he spoke for half an hour at an important meeting. And yet, so here, do you think Bipin Babu was losing his mind? No, it's impossible to believe because he worked at a big firm. He had a responsible job and he never thought that something was seriously wrong. And that day in the meeting, he spoke for half an hour at a very important meeting. So all this shows that he is not, he doesn't lose his memory, or he was not losing his mind, right? And yet the man knew a great deal about him. So the man knew, which man? Parimal Ghosh. How? He even seemed to know some intimate details. So, intimate means very personal or private. The bag of books, wife's death, brother's insanity. The only mistake was about his having gone to Ranchi. Not a mistake, a deliberate lie. So, deliberate means purposeful. In 1958, during the pujas, he was in Kanpur at his friend Haridas Bagchi's place. All Bipin Babu had to do was write to. No, there was no way of writing to Haridas. Bipin Babu suddenly remembered that Haridas had left with his wife for Japan some weeks ago and he didn't have his address. If we look from the point of Parimal Ghosh, he knew a lot about Bipin Chowdhury. That's his personal details like wife's death, bag of books, and brother's insanity, isn't it? But the man was right about all these details, except the fact that Bipin Babu's visit to Ranchi. It is not a mistake, but a deliberate lie, that is, a purposeful lie. Bipin Babu was sure that he was in Kanpur at his friend Haridas Bagchi's place. Suddenly, he thought of writing to Haridas Bagchi, his host in Kanpur, to clear the matter. But then he remembered that Haridas had left for Japan a few weeks before and he did not have his address. But where was the need for proof? He himself was fully aware that he hadn't been to Ranchi, and that was that. The river breeze was bracing, and yet a slight discomfort lingered in Bipin Babu's mind. So, bracing means refreshing or stimulating. Around Hastings, Hasting here it refers to rapidity of action or motion in a hurry. Bipin Babu decided to roll up his trousers and take a look at his right knee. There was the mark of an old inch-long cut. It was impossible to tell when the injury had occurred. So occurred means happened. So here Bipin Babu thought that there was no need for proof, and he was fully aware that he hadn't been to Ranchi and there was no doubt about it. The river breeze was refreshing, but Bipin Babu's mind was not at peace. In a hurry, he sat in his car and rolled up his trousers to see if his right knee has a mark. He found an inch-long cut mark. It was difficult for Bipin Babu to recall when he got it. Had he never had a fall as a boy and cut his knee? He tried to recall such an incident but couldn't. Then Bipin Babu suddenly thought of Dinesh Mukherjee. The man had said that Dinesh was in Ranchi at the same time. The best thing surely would be to ask him. He lived quite near, in Benny Nandan Street. What about going right now? But then, if he had really never been to Ranchi, what would Dinesh think if Bipin Babu asked for a confirmation? Confirmation is proof. He would probably conclude Bipin Babu was going nuts. Going nuts means going mad, going crazy. No, it would be ridiculous to ask him, and he knew how ruthless Dinesh sarcasm could be. So here we have got a word, ruthless. Ruthless refers to cruel. Sarcasm is to make fun, and ridicule is foolish, right? So here Bipin Babu tried to recall about the cut in his knee, but he couldn't remember. Then suddenly Bipin Babu remembered that the man in that shop, he told no that he mentioned that Dinesh was with him in Ranchi. So he thought it would be best to ask him. He lived in Beninandan Street. Bipin Babu thought of visiting him. But if he had never been to Ranchi, what would Dinesh think if he asked him about the trip? Right? So he had never been to Ranchi. That made him stop. So he was very much sure, Bipin Babu was very much sure that he did not go to Ranchi, right? Bipin Babu was afraid that Dinesh would conclude him that he had gone mad. So he did not ask him, as it would be ridiculous, it would be very foolish. So Bipin Babu was well aware how merciless, ruthless Dinesh could be and would make fun of him. Sipping a cold drink in his air-conditioned living room, Bipin Babu felt at ease again. Such a nuisance. Nuisance means inconvenience. Just because they have nothing else to do, they go about getting into other people's hair. That is, getting into other people's hair means interfering with and annoying people. After dinner, snuggling in bed with one of the new thrillers, Bipin Babu forgot all about the man in New Market. So, snuggling is lying or resting in bed. And one of the new thrillers means here he took one book to read. Next day, in the office, Bipin Babu noticed that with every passing hour, the previous day's encounter was occupying more and more on his mind. So, encounter means the unexpected meeting or the unexpected thing which happened with Bipin Babu in the bookshop. So, that he was recollecting. If the man knew so much about Bipin Babu, how could he make such a mistake about the Ranchi trip? Right? So here, Bipin Babu relaxed in his air-conditioned living room and sipped a cold drink. He was quite comfortable and thought that how annoying it was that some people have nothing to do and bother about others. Bipin Babu forgot about the man in the New Market as he snuggled in bed with with one of the new thriller book after dinner. Next day in the office, his mind was occupied with the previous day's thoughts. He started thinking, if the man knew most personal details, then how could he make a mistake about the Ranchi trip? Just before lunch, Bipin Babu decided to ring up Dinesh Mukherjee. It was better to settle the question over the phone. At least the embarrassment on his face wouldn't show. Here, embarrassment means shame. 235-616. Bipin Babu dialed the number. Hello, is that Dinesh? This is Bipin here. Well, what's the news? I just wanted to find out if you recalled an incident which took place in 1958. Here, Bipin Babu thought of clearing the matter with Dinesh Mukherjee over a phone, which would save him from embarrassment. He dialed his number 235-616 and heard hello as Dinesh picked up the call. Bipin Babu confirmed if it was Dinesh. Bipin Babu asked Dinesh if he remembered the events that took place in the year 1958. 1958? What incident? Were you in Calcutta right through that year? That's the first thing I have got to know. Wait, just a minute. 58? Just let me check in my diary. For a minute there was silence. Bipin Babu could feel that his heartbeat had gone up. He was sweating a little. Hello? Yes, I have got it. I had been out twice. Where? Here, Dinesh asked Bipin Babu what incident and wanted him to be clear. Bipin Babu asked him if he was in Calcutta that particular year. Dinesh told him that he will check his diary. There was a silence between them. When Dinesh was checking his diary, Bipin Babu could feel his heart rate going up and was sweating a little. He told that he went out twice in 1958. So Bipin asked, where? Once in February, nearby to Krishna Nagar to a nephew's wedding, and then, but you would know about this one, the trip to Ranchi. You were there too. That's all. But what's all this sleuthing for? So your sleuthing is investigating. No, I just wanted to. Anyway, thanks. Bipin Babu slammed the receiver down and gripped his head with his hands. Slammed means closed forcefully, and gripped is held tightly. He felt his head swimming. A chill seemed to spread over his body. There were sandwiches in his tiffin box, but he didn't eat them. He had lost his appetite. Here, Dinesh told that once he went to attend his nephew's wedding in Krishnanagar in February, and the second thing he told that is the trip to Ranchi where Bipin Babu was there with him. Dinesh asked him why he was investigating all these things. Bipin replied Dinesh that he just wanted to know. Bipin forcefully put the receiver and held his head tightly with his hands and felt as if his head was swimming, that is reeling. His body became chill, and he brought two sandwiches in his tiffin box for lunch, but he didn't eat because he lost his appetite also. Right? So I think you all have understood part 2, children. Yeah. So I hope you all have understood part 2, and in part 3 we will see how does Bipin Babu analyze these events. Right? Thank you.